Well, hello, YouTubers. Hopefully everybody's doing pretty good tonight. I'll keep this to the point and make it pretty quick tonight, because I know a lot of you probably want to watch that Trump and the Hillary debate tonight, so I won't keep you very long. And it looks like at this point, I think I figured out what was wrong. Now, I have my Taurus, and I've seen this on a lot of other cars. If you look right there, you have a loose gas cap light on. If I start this up, and you'll see that it stays on. So I couldn't figure out what happened. Now, if you watch some other videos, I did replace the gas tank on the, not the gas tank, the fuel pump on this thing. Dropped the gas tank off. There's some hoses down there, and I got them all back on. And this thing's only got 136,000 miles. So I couldn't figure out what was going on. So I went under the car and checked everything. Couldn't find any hoses off. Couldn't find anything bad at all. And you can see I kind of got it up in the air, and you can see I got the purge valve pretty much located, and the canister. So I'll go back into here in a minute and explain a couple of things. But I went on ahead and hooked up my code reader. I wanted to see what specific codes were coming up, and what was coming up was a PO 457, evaporation emissions control system leak, or a loose cap off. So that was the only code I had. So it told me that, you know, whatever was going on under there, apparently I knocked something off. I did something wrong. So now let's go under here. All right. So first thing I did, now some of this video, I'm not going to show you the entire thing, but I took the paint, the gas tank off. I'm smelling paint fumes because I just painted the fender. I took the gas tank off and replaced the fuel pump. And there's a couple of hoses, but a lot of them come back out here where I can get to them and I can check everything. So nothing was off. Everything was tight. And there is one little wire, a couple little wires on top of the tank. It has a little sensor, but it's not really a purge valve. It's just I guess some kind of a leak detector. Maybe for pressure loss, but I didn't see any wires broken, and it was seems to be okay. And those wires actually come out on the other side of that gas tank with her, so nothing there. And actually, if I get over here, you can see all my hoses. Everything's tight. I traced everything up to the cap, up to the top of the gas tank. Couldn't find anything really rusted, broken. So I went back here, took a couple bolts out of my canister, traced these hoses down. They looked okay. And I believe this guy here is the one that would throw the check engine light on. This is your purge sensor. Basically what it does, it detects a drop in pressure from the gas tank and through the emissions. So when the pressure's loss is greater than what the computer thinks it should be, then it throws this on. So I checked everything back here. No problem. So I was kind of mystified, and people kept saying, well, I checked the gas cap, so I've checked my gas cap 5 or 6 times. Well, today, matter of fact, this check engine light, when you get this check engine light coming on, and it says the PO 457, 99% of the time, it's actually a vacuum line under the car somewhere that's dry rotted, broken, or perhaps even a bad purge valve like I showed you right here. Now, there is 1%. They say it could be your gas cap. It's either loose or it's time to repair it. Fix it, get another one. Well, I went up here and I thought, well, what the heck, I'll look. So I put gas in this 100 times. You know, you turn it, it says lock, and it says right there on the cap. Make sure you turn it, lock it. If you don't, set this up here. It says right here on the bottom of that cap, you don't tighten this sucker up, engine light may come on. So I thought, well, nothing wrong with the cap. I looked at it, everything looked good. I started fiddling with it, and the next thing I realized when I did this, the cap itself is broken. It's halfway coming out of its a top piece there. So I realized I had pretty much found my problem. So if I turn it like this, and hopefully you can see that the camera focus because it's pretty bright out there. If I turn that cap like that, you can see that? That's not supposed to do that. So I think I'd found my problem. So I went and got another cap. Here's the same exact cap. Now if I get out of the sun, now if I do that to this cap, doesn't do it. It doesn't move. It's solid all the way around. So apparently the whole time I've had a bad cap, and I went to put gas in it the other night, and it turned out this cap felt a little loose, but it clicks. But if I can hold that camera and you watch me, I can almost pull that cap off of there because the top of it's broken. So I think I found my problem. So I went out and got another gas cap at a junkyard for $2. By the way, these things are almost $30. So it's always good to go to a junkyard. I love junkyards. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this on here. Very simple to do. And that one doesn't do that. So I'm going to drive the car for a few days. And when a couple days, I'll give you guys an update. But definitely check your gas caps. Make sure you don't have any issues. Make sure they're solid and they're not broken like this one is. I was really shocked. And it must have just happened recently. You can see I can almost take it out of the whole thing here. So, but there's a spring in there, and it controls the pressure in the gas tank. So I just wanted to pass that along. And if you go under here and you start looking around and your gas cap is okay, just take your time, because all your vacuum lines and stuff underneath your car, your SUV, truck, or whatever, eventually goes back to this box. It's called a purge canister. And these are in different locations. Some are on top of your gas tank, some are off to the side. Some are easy to find, some are not. So you'll just have to do some research and figure out where it is. And if you check out your vacuum lines and they look okay, then you may have to start looking into sensors, like something like that. Or definitely check out your gas cap. So this has really saved me a lot of time. So I'll go ahead and stick this on here, and I'll drive a couple days and give you guys an update. And hopefully this will help you out. And I think this pretty much goes for about any car or truck. Check your lines. If your lines are okay, check your cap. And I know sometimes it's pretty much a research effort. You have to pretty much start at the bottom and work your way up. And if you can get down under your car like I can, get it up in the air on ramps, it really makes it a lot easier. But it's just detective work. You just got to kind of poke around. And if it just comes on out of the blue, you haven't done anything to your car crazy, like drive up ruts, go mudding in it, or, bottom it out, check your gas cap, because there is a very good possibility it could be bad, that 1%. But 99% of the time, it's usually under the car somewhere. There's a vacuum line that's bad, rotten, or something that's come off. Or even a small gas leak in your gas tank. That would cause a problem too. But if you're smelling gas now and then you definitely know you got a problem somewhere. So check it out. And hopefully this video will help some of you guys out and gals. And thanks for watching. And I guess it's time to watch TV tonight, huh? Good luck, everybody, and thanks for watching. Hey, YouTubers, I am happy to report I don't have the loose cap light anymore. It's doing pretty good, and you can see it's off. I've driven this thing about 2.5 days, over 3/4 tank gas, and no problem whatsoever. Here is what is left of the gas cap. If you look closely there, you can see the top of it come apart, and there's a little spring there, and that spring is there to provide pressure in that tank to keep those emissions and those fumes from sneaking out to the atmosphere and pissing off, what's his name, Al Gore. But yeah, definitely check your gas cap. There's that 1% that you could have just a bad gas cap, but also, underneath the car could be another story, as I explained. So I'm happy. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update, but it's running great. And if you do smell a little fuel now and then, and you have that light that does come on, you might want to check out underneath. Make sure you don't have any lines off or anything like that. But like I said, I'm driving it, and it seems to be in pretty good shape. And I've had this happen to me on other vehicles, and the other vehicles actually all turned out to be just bad vacuum lines or rotted lines underneath the vehicle. So, it's one of those things where you just got to do your research until you hit it on the head. So, like I said, it's off, and it's been pretty good for the last couple of days. So hopefully this will help you guys out, gals. And if you liked the video and it helped you out, if you have any questions, I'll try to answer them. But there you go. And take care, and I will talk to you guys later. So enjoy this nice weather, I guess, for now until the snow comes, huh? All right, see you later. Thanks for watching.